Continue the Mysterio legacy and do things differently. My dad didn't think I was ready.
You're the son of one of the greatest of all time.
I wasn't oblivious to it, but I shoved it in the back of my mind.
You turned heel after already being a heel?
Yeah, mega heel, superhero, whatever you want to call it. I already consider myself the greatest Mysterio of all time.
How does your dad feel about that?
Which one?
You look a lot like Eddie now.
It's kind of scary.
Is it difficult to cut a promo when you can't hear yourself?
Yeah, sometimes I just give up on the promos.
Why do the crowd hates you so much?
I'm good looking, have the best hair, best mustache. I can understand why people are jealous. I don't get why they hate me.
You know who I feel doesn't like you? Michael Cole.
Michael Cole.
Is it nice to be able to talk into a microphone and not get booed?
It's definitely different.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's a feeling I'm not too accustomed to.
I can do it if you want.
No.
Just start
Everyone else does it. Oh, see, there it is.
But it just looks like you're having so much fun right now.
Yeah, I definitely am. It's been a lot of fun. Just everything I've done with the Judgment Day, then everything leading into it. Now it's been a lot of fun.
The last interview that we did was 4 years ago, almost to the day.
Wow.
So October 2020. Who was that guy then? And who is this guy now?
Man, I don't even remember the last interview we did. That's how long ago I feel like it was.
You looked a little different.
Yeah, short hair probably, no mustache. Yeah, I don't know. A lot's changed. Just as far as confidence, ability to do things, just the ability to understand what's going on, what to do, how to do certain things. Learning how to adapt, how to just be able to move on the fly, things like that, and just help of everybody. You know, everyone's just been so helpful on this journey with me, and it's been nice.
Your debut was at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, it's definitely different than everyone else. You know, it's once in a. I'm super thankful for the opportunities, you know, because something like that doesn't come very often. And I remember specifically my dad telling me he didn't think I was ready. I don't know if it was because he just had never seen me in the ring, or he had never just, I don't know what it was, but I knew that I wasn't going to get presented with another opportunity. So I was like, at least like this. So I jumped on it right away.
Did you feel like you were ready?
I thought so. Yeah. I mean, I knew what I could do, and I'm a good listener, kind of. So I knew I could attempt to hold my own with one of the best.
But when you're the son of one of the greatest of all time, and everybody's already telling you all the time how great your dad is, you've got these huge shoes to fill. How do you even approach that of like, I need to, first of all, just get in there and make a debut and get started, and then also try to build my own legacy from there?
So I never, it's so weird because I don't want to sound like I wasn't oblivious to it, but I definitely just kind of shoved it in the back of my mind where I wasn't thinking about it as far as like shoes that I had to fill and like this giant shadow, right? I wasn't thinking about that. I was kind of I just wanted to get my foot in the door and just make everyone proud. You know, I wanted to continue the Mysterio legacy and put it on my back and just continue to do things differently. And I felt like I didn't really see it like shoes to fill. Everyone always says like you have massive shoes to fill. Everyone always told me constantly, but I never really thought about it that way. I was always very calm, cool, and collected about it, and I just try to do my own thing.
Was it difficult debuting in front of nobody? No crowd.
Yeah, I don't think it was difficult because I didn't know anything else.
Yeah.
You know, I never really did the indies. And when I was training, whether it was at Lance's or back home, I didn't have like a crowd or anything. It was just the students there. So I didn't really know. And then before that, when I did have a crowd, I was 8 years old doing it with Eddie. And even before that, I was 11 when I did the stuff with CM Punk. So like, I didn't know anything different.
Yeah. What a full circle moment with CM Punk.
Yeah.
You were his first match back in WWE after 10 years.
Yeah. kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to be me, just because we have so much great talent right now, especially like the roster we have today, Raw and SmackDown, you know. But the fact that they trusted me to go in there with him on his first match back, like you said, after what, 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to give him his first punch.
What'd that mean to you?
It was special because I knew the company trusted me with things like that. Again, I wasn't aware of it until I kind of got pulled aside and was like, "Hey, how do you feel about working CM Punk for the live events tour?" And I was like, "Yeah, bring it on. Like, let's go." I was excited. You know, I was ready for it because I knew it was another opportunity, another challenge for me. I was excited to cross another one off the list.
When do you feel like the moment that this version of you was created? Was it when you went to prison?
I think prison had a lot to do with it. But I think it was a little bit before then. Probably, I would say perspective wise for me, everything changed at Clash at the Castle in what was it in not in Scotland, the one in Wales.
Yeah.
The first one. That the reaction from the crowd and how I was able to see how certain things played out, it kind of like something switched for me. Like it made sense.
What was it?
I can't put my finger on it, but it was just the way the crowd was reacting, how I was doing certain things inside the ring, reactions afterwards from everyone there, because we just we didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect. You know, I was the son of Rey Mysterio, so for me, I didn't understand what was going to happen. So seeing that reaction, the faces, just people in a whole nother country just calling me an asshole, like stuff like that. Like I was like, okay, this is a little bit different.
And when did you start to lean into like, I'm going to grow my hair?
So that started before WrestleMania in Dallas. I was still teaming with my dad, and I asked him, I was like, how do you think we'd feel if I started growing out a mullet? It's like, I think it'd look cool. And it was just getting through those first awkward stages where it's just like a little like bowl cut and then like it's just little something here. But
the in-between phase is always so difficult.
It's always the hardest one. But if you pull through, you end up with quite possibly the best hair.
Look at the
best hair in WWE.
My goodness.
Yeah.
It's luscious.
It is. I shampoo and condition. I brush it all the time.
Is it daily that you shampoo and condition?
100%.
Wow.
I get that reaction a lot.
Well, people say you're not supposed to do it every day. It washes out the healthy oils.
Smelly people. Nasty, dirty. But yeah, I shower and shampoo and condition every day.
How dare they call you Dirty Dom?
Yeah, I'm probably the cleanest one out there.
You should be Squeaky Clean Dom.
I don't know about all that.
All right. Maybe like Relatively Clean Dom. Smells kind of good Dom.
I don't mind the Dirty Dom. Dirty for other reasons.
I see.
Yeah.
See. You kind of, as soon as you started growing it out, did you know that there'd be the immediate people saying, he looks a lot like Eddie now?
So I didn't think so because originally I didn't think I looked like Eddie. But then once I started growing out the mullet and there was a lot of side-by-side pictures of me and him and then the mustache, it's kind of scary. Like
does it make you question things?
Oh, I question my mother all the time. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what my dad was gone all the time or that deadbeat, but I 90s was a wild time. You know, I don't know what happened. I just know I popped out and something happened, you know?
When did you decide to grow the mustache?
Again, the mustache was an accident.
That doesn't happen by accident.
No, it was a total accident because it was right after Mania. I forgot what happened, but usually I don't like having facial hair just because I can't grow a beard. It's like all patchy, and then a mustache. I just hate having like stuff on my face, so I would always shave it. But I went like 2 or 3 weeks because I got lazy and like I didn't shave at all, and it was a healthy, thick little mustache. And someone saw me and they're like, "Hey, don't shave that mustache." I was like, "Oh, all right, here we go." And then 2-3 weeks went by, and it was just everyone thought it was fake because of how fast it grew in and how dark it was. But that's just the Mexican in me.
It's funny because when you look at old photos of you without the mustache, like, I barely even recognize that guy.
Yeah, I feel like it makes me into a whole different person. It's kind of not gnarly. But
Well, with great mustache comes great responsibility.
yeah, always has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the mullet too. I feel like they both give me like two different kinds of superpowers. Yeah,
This is like, so if you shave the mustache or you cut the hair,
it's gone.
gone.
Yeah, yeah. Brings me good luck.
Chew it and do it. What a catchphrase. I love it so much. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. The process is simple. Just sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And the best part about it is it's all done online, so there's no trips to the doctor, there's no awkward conversations, and there's no lining up at the pharmacy. Guys, Blue Chew wants to help you out in the bedroom. And that's why they're hooking you up with your first month for free. Yeah, for free. When you go to bluechew.com and you use the code CVV, your first month is free. You just have to pay $5 for shipping. All of the info is at bluechew.com. Don't forget to use that code CVV. And a big thank you to Blue Chew for sponsoring the show.
Was there a certain match or maybe program you did that you feel like really earned respect from people in the back? Because you're coming in as the son of a legendary wrestler, and they're kind of going, maybe you don't deserve this spot. When do you feel like that you earned that spot?
I think it happened when I want to say, I could be totally wrong. They could all hate me, but I think it slowly started to happen when I went down to NXT, and I was doing NXT, I was doing Raw, I was doing all the live events, and I was also doing SmackDown dark matches, occasionally SmackDown TV. So I was doing basically the old school schedule, which was 5 days a week, leave Thursday, TV Friday, on the road Saturday, Sunday, TV Monday on Raw, TV Tuesday for NXT, and then I'm home Wednesday. So like, I think that got a lot of respect from the boys for me. I mean, I assume so, because they would see me everywhere and they just look at me and be like, "Dude, do you not get a break?" I'm like, I'm just, I'm just here. But I could be wrong. They could all hate me, but I assume that's because, like I said, a lot of the boys would come up to me and be like, "You got that old school schedule."
Yeah. What was the promo that you cut where you really started to notice the crowd was booing you like crazy?
I want to say it was a little bit after WrestleMania in LA.
So last year, 39?
Yeah, 39. Getting out, honestly, maybe even a little bit before then. But I'm getting close to like almost a year and a half of not being able to talk.
Like it's holding the mic up.
Yeah, and I just can't say a word. The closest I've gotten was when I basically had to yell it out at Liv. Unfortunately, sorry.
Yeah, you really.
But it
made her cry.
She knew what I had to do. It was
you guys had talked about it before?
Yeah. It was a plan in motion that, me and Finn had discussed, and, we had to keep it under wraps to sell it to, Rhea and Damien, but it is what it is. That's old news.
Right. Is it difficult to cut a promo when you can't hear yourself?
Yeah. And sometimes I just give up on the promos because I can't just sit there and for 2 minutes and try and talk when they're not letting me. So it's just we have to move on. Whether it's to Finn or JD or Liv, I just got to look at them and be like, you guys say something, because like they really don't let me talk.
Why do you think the crowd hates you so much?
Other than jealousy, because I'm good looking, have the best hair, best mustache, basically breed champions, and I have the best women's world champion by my side, Liv Morgan, of course. So I can understand why people are jealous. I don't get why they hate me. I've never done anything to them, I mean, they're, as we call, civilians. So
It's an amazing, almost like crescendo, because you'll bring the mic up to your face to talk and they boo. And then when you start to talk, it gets even louder somehow.
yeah. It's honestly, it's pretty surreal. A lot of people like would come up to me and be like, is it fake? And I'm like, is what fake? Like, I can't talk. Like, I'm not, if I could say something, I would. I'd be telling all these people to shut up, which I kind of do in Spanish, because it does irritate me. Like, I really do. I got things to say, but they really don't let me talk.
I'm sure you've seen it, people talking about how like you turned heel after already being a heel.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened before?
No, I think I'm the first one.
I'm
Mega heel, super heel, whatever you want to call it. I'm the best.
You just leveled up.
Yeah.
At SummerSlam.
I mean, I already consider myself the greatest Mysterio of all time.
How does your dad feel about that?
Which one?
I guess we'll go with
the Deadbeat.
Rey.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really talked to him, but I'm sure he's not too happy about it.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, after what, 30 years? Took him long enough,
right?
I still don't think he was worthy of it, but because
is that why you walked out?
Did I walk out?
Yeah, you walked out of his induction.
Yeah, it was necessary. Yeah, now that you bring it up, I do remember walking out. Yeah, I think it was because I felt some type of way. Yeah, I don't believe he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, at least not yet. Yeah, once he loses to me and gives up his mask and stuff, then maybe but I have no say in it.
Wait, do you want to retire your dad? You want to retire Rey Mysterio?
I just want him gone. I just want him gone.
What if it was hair versus mask?
Nah, he would never. And plus, my hair's too luscious. I would never just.
That's why there's a lot on the line then. His
but
mask, his legacy.
I already beat him twice. Like, I don't need to,
Hasn't he beaten you though?
If you think about all the times he's beaten me, right? Last year at WrestleMania, he had to use 2'6'8" offensive linemen from the Philadelphia Eagles to beat me. I get it. I mean, trust me, I get it. But and then the year before that, he had to use what's his name? The Bunny, Bad Bunny. So he's never actually beaten me clean by himself, one-on-one. It's never actually happened. So
hair versus mask would be very interesting.
I'm sure it would be. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's something he would consider.
You live here in Las Vegas. Rey Mysterio lives here in Las Vegas. WrestleMania 41 is here in Las Vegas next year. Feel like the story's writing itself.
Yeah, I'd hate for him to have to show his ugly face to everyone again. It's just, I don't want to do that to the people, but at the same time, if it's the necessary evil that must be done, we'll see.
There must be some good memories with your dad.
Yeah, for sure. Every time we'd go out to work and I'd be home by myself. Those were good times.
Wow.
Had my own, peace and quiet.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry.
No, it is what it is. It's life, as Frank Sinatra would say.
That's a great song.
Yeah. I love me some Sinatra.
When we look at that iconic image of you with the blonde hair playing the PSP, what are you playing?
Do you want the honest answer?
Do you know? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember. I was playing Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories.
What would the fake answer have been?
FIFA.
All right. Yeah. What are you playing these days?
I still play GTA 5, playing some Call of Duty, a little bit of Fortnite here and there, some 2K. Obviously, I love to play as myself and go beat up people.
Do you ever lose?
Never. No.
GTA 6 is going to come out?
Yeah.
You think it will?
Yeah. I hope so.
We've been talking about this forever.
I mean, I hope it comes out.
I hope so too.
I have a bet going on that it's going to come out.
When?
So, in the next 2 years.
Two more years?
So either this upcoming year
Okay.
or 2026. Yeah. After that, my money's gone.
Okay. At the end of 2026?
Yeah. After that, I'm not giving up on the game, but I would owe someone else money because I would have lost that bet. Not that I'm a gambler or anything.
That's a tough bet to make, I feel like.
Yeah, it was.
Who knows?
We'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
You know, the crowd boos you a ton, but you know who I feel like really doesn't like you?
Who?
Michael Cole.
Do you have a bleep button on this?
Of course.
Yeah. Man, Michael Cole. He is the most biased person I have ever met. He does nothing but absolutely trash on my name. Every time I get on TV, he does nothing but boo me, trash talk me. Even when I'm not there, he talks bad about me. Like, this man has done nothing but bash me. And I feel like I'm the best, but it is what it is.
Dude, what does he have against you?
I don't know. Again, he's probably jealous that he's losing his hair and I'm gaining it over here, you know?
The hair that he's lost, maybe,
Yeah.
is right there.
Yeah, I would, I'd love a one-on-one with Michael Cole. He's undefeated at WrestleMania. I'd love to slap around Michael Cole.
And I hate to bring it up, but you haven't won a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, gee, thanks. 0-3. Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Sorry, Dom.
Yeah.
But hey,
Good at stats, huh? No, now he's good with numbers.
that's the only stat I know, I think.
Oh.
I don't know.
What other stats you got?
Well, let's see. Let's look at the list here. Do you have any other good stats? Give me a good Dom stat.
Good Dom stat. Well, this may take some time. Last year I was the second person in WWE with the most matches.
I did know that stat.
Yeah.
It's incredibly impressive. How many matches was it?
I don't know. It was like 100 something.
Second only to Cody.
Yeah.
This year, are you on pace to be number one?
No shot. I've taken a little step back, let the Judgment Day crew handle some more business. You know, I do more of like the helping right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had more stats for you.
No, it's all good. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Do you like people not liking you?
Yes and no. Because it gives me, like, I don't like people. So
At all.
Yeah, I'm not a big people person. So like when people don't like me, it kind of keeps them away from me. So it's like, yeah, stay away, friend.
What about like outside of a WWE arena? Like what about like at like on an airport?
No, I hate people at the airports. I feel like it's where people lose all sorts of common sense and it brings out the stupidity in people. There's no sense of common sense, etiquette. Oh, don't even get me started on airport people. There
is no spatial awareness at an airport.
None whatsoever.
Like you'll be walking behind someone and then they will just stop dead in their tracks. What?
And right in front of the gate, my friend, you are in group 5. What are you doing standing in the front of the door waiting when you know you're in the back? Like, what are you doing?
Sometimes I'll look down at their boarding pass.
Yeah.
I won't brag, but I'm in group 1.
Yeah.
I look down and I'm
same here.
Group 6?
Dude, what are you doing?
Why are you standing here?
Go to the back. Go sit down somewhere. You got some time. Yeah, I have no problem telling them that.
That's a promo right there.
Yeah, I mean, it should be. Even when the plane lands.
Oh.
Like, why are you where are you going to go? Where could you possibly go? You're going to sprint to the front of the door? Be the first one out?
And they stand up with their like their neck like this the whole time.
And it makes me just want to super kick all the kids that just run around in the planes to like sit down. Boom, super kick. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, those are airport people are different.
Yeah, maybe even super kick super kick their parents because it's like
It's their fault.
yeah, it's their fault.
Maybe.
It's not the kid's fault.
Yeah.
They don't know any better. Their brain's not fully developed yet, you know?
Big thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this episode and for always supporting the channel. I don't use the internet anywhere without NordVPN. I mean, you've got a lock on your door. You should protect yourself when you're online too. Public Wi-Fi is notorious for being a spot where hackers like to hang out to try to steal your data. NordVPN protects you on there, and I love how easy it is to use, whether that's on your phone, your tablet, or your laptop. And you can change your virtual location with just one click and access content that's not available where you live. You can also use it to get pay-per-views for a fraction of the cost. So head to nordvpn.com/CVV to get yourself protected and to save yourself some money. Look at this deal they have going on right now. Less than $3 a month will get you covered, and you get 4 extra months for free. That's nordvpn.com/CVV. nordvpn.com/CVV.
Yeah. Would that be your biggest pet peeve? Airport people?
Airport people? I would say that's one of them.
What, any others on the list?
That I can think of? No.
That's a big one.
Oh, actually, people that chew with their mouths open. That's a big one for me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why? Again, you're eating food to just let it come back out. Like, close your mouth. Do you eat with your mouth open?
No, of course not. I'm not a savage.
Okay.
No.
You started laughing. You seemed like a guy
It's
who's,
funny.
oh, shit, I do that.
Oh, geez, it's me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, just making sure.
I appreciate that the chicken tendies thing is not a gimmick.
No, it's not. I love
This
chicken
is
tenders.
real life.
Yeah.
We actually got some for you.
Yeah.
You haven't eaten them yet. They're
No.
going to be cold, though.
Well, funny story. I was actually, I ate chicken tenders before getting here because I didn't know I was going to have chicken tenders here. So I'm going to eat those on the way home.
So this is a legit thing. You
Yeah.
eat chicken. How many times a week do you think you eat chicken tenders?
Depends where I'm at, but if they're available, I'm probably going to get them.
Like, is it a breakfast meal for you?
Again, depends on where I'm at, and if there's chicken tenders available, I will eat them.
So would you eat them breakfast, lunch, dinner?
If they're available,
Okay.
yeah.
So it could be like 20 times a week?
Give or take. I could do
Or is
it.
that a bit aggressive?
No, I wouldn't say it's aggressive.
Is it every day?
It got bad one time. It was every day for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner for like, I want to say like 6 days, almost a week straight, where I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try a bunch of different chicken tenders, and I was just going from like different place and like just trying them all out. I didn't get sick of them. I just had something else the next day after 7 days. But yeah, no, I love chicken tenders.
What's the go-to dipping sauce?
Ranch.
Okay.
I don't do anything else.
Okay. You don't barbecue?
Nope. Barbecue only on my wings or on some pulled pork but no barbecue sauce on my chicken tenders.
Do you eat chicken tenders at home, or is this strictly a restaurant thing?
Strictly a restaurant thing.
So at home, you're eating other foods.
Yeah.
Like, I think people believe you just eat chicken tenders.
No, I eat other things like I have French toast at home. I like eggs, breakfast burritos, pancakes, waffles,
Okay.
biscuits. Yeah, I love me an In-N-Out burger. You know, dude, that's another one I have an issue with. I can eat In-N-Out 7 days out of the week.
There's something about the bun.
It's and their cheese too.
Oh, man.
Something about the cheese. Yeah, what's your order at In-N-Out?
I just go with the double-double.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't do animal fries. I just like to dip them in the ketchup.
Simple Sally.
Yeah. But I'm from Canada. Been living in the U.S. for a while. Excuse me?
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, it was just a cough.
Oh, yeah. All right.
What part of Canada?
Toronto. You okay?
Yeah, good.
So when I would start coming to California for work, I would land at LAX.
Mhm.
And you know, there's that one In-N-Out right there in
Yeah, right
Sepulveda.
close to it.
I would always take an Uber right there.
So good.
So good. And I think when you haven't had it for a while, it makes it that much better.
100%. That I was a little hesitant moving to Vegas from San Diego, just because I was like, I don't know if Vegas has In-N-Outs. So as soon as I got here, I was like, damn, there's In-N-Outs everywhere. So I was stoked on that. I was like, all right, we're good to go. I can live out here.
But then my friends in Texas are like, man, you got to try Whataburger.
Whataburger's shit.
So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a chance.
It's not. It's
What
not.
a disappointment.
Yeah, it's like it's a cold. I got a cold patty.
Me too.
Yeah, so it's a thing.
Maybe that's how they serve them.
Yep. Yeah, the cheese wasn't even melted. It was, and they're comparing that to In-N-Out. It's crazy.
I couldn't believe it.
Anthony Bourdain said that In-N-Out was, come on now.
Smart man.
Yeah, can't go
I couldn't
wrong.
even finish my Whataburger.
Really.
I
don't think I finished mine either, and I ended up getting chicken tenders because they have chicken tenders there.
Well, that's a plus then. Were they good?
They weren't bad. Better than their burger.
Wow. You know how many people are just hating on us right now?
I hope so.
You're used to it,
Yeah.
though. I'm not. Oh, my goodness.
Sorry. Blur them out.
That's fine. It's fine. Could you imagine if In-N-Out started serving chicken tendies?
Honestly, as much as I love In-N-Out, I feel like it would do a disservice, right? Because it's like, it's known for just its burgers and its fries and its shakes. You can't go in there like adding, like they do grilled cheeses, right? But
that's a secret menu.
Yeah, sorry. But like you can't just go in there adding chicken. I feel like that's going to mess up the whole flow of what they got going on, And if that messes up the flow, it's going to change the whole flow of how they make the burgers. And then if they lose that, they lose the quality of the burgers.
What's your In-N-Out order?
You really want to know?
The people want to know.
I go 4x4, mustard fried with no pickles and light chopped chilies.
Mustard fried?
Yeah.
What's that?
They fry the patties in mustard.
Oh, man.
It's another secret menu thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, mustard fried. So, but if you say mustard fried, they put pickles in it, but I hate pickles. So I just say no pickles.
How can you hate pickles?
I hate pickles.
Huh.
Because they're green and they smell weird.
I put extra pickles on mine.
That's disgusting.
I get it. No, makes sense.
So I do that 4x4, and then I also get animal fries.
Okay.
With no grilled onions, because I don't like onions.
I mean, that's a solid order.
Yeah.
That's like all secret menu. That entire order is secret menu.
It's taken a long time to get to that. It's built up through the years, added little things here and there. It didn't start off, as the perfect order.
Just experimenting here and there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. When we talked last time, you said that it was pitched at one point in time that you might be wrestling under a mask. Was that like a serious consideration?
I believe it was, just because I wanted to follow the tradition of, classic lucha libre, which was, showing up and when you debut, you're wearing a mask so you can protect and hide your identity. But I had a very different situation to where I was already out on TV by the time I was 8 years old. People, honestly, even before then, I've been seeing clips of me getting tagged and stuff of like WCW days where I'm like maybe 3 years old. So like even I'm getting tagged and stuff from back then. So like my face has just been around for years, So I think it was very different for me when the decision was like, maybe let's not put a mask on him because people already know who he is. I had been doing those backstage vignettes with my deadbeat dad, and then I did that whole like stuff with Brock Lesnar. So it's like at Survivor Series. So people already knew my face. So it didn't make sense to cover up this beautifulness.
Could you imagine?
Oh, it would have been awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't want to say it,
okay.
But I would not have done good with my whole face covered up. Like just, feel like I would have been suffocated.
Since you grew up around the business, do you remember your earliest memory, maybe in WCW?
Man, honestly, there's a lot of memories for me that just come flowing because there's just so many. But one of them for sure, it's not even around now. There was a guy named Richie, and he would be in charge of this place backstage called Magic. And not a lot of people know about it because it was just it's what we do now as far as like what we call props, where the titles are. If you need something, there's always something there. But now it was back then Magic, and it had like a little hat, a bunny coming out of a hat with like a little magic wand. It was like a whole thing, and I remember I would go and hang out there. And one time I remember making a Mr. Socko with Mick Foley in there. And and Richie would have like, he would do like magic tricks. Like I would literally just hang out in there, and it was just fascinating seeing like everything go down and like just sitting back there. I even remember stealing the Blue World Order tricycles and just cruising around the arena. Just little things like that. Other things that I can't say, probably get in trouble because they're like, as a kid, I feel like I could get away with like messing with like a lot of the higher ups, you know? So
Yeah.
like I'd go and like do some stuff I probably shouldn't to them, and then I just run away. And then like no one would like, I was like 6, 7 years
Yeah.
old. No one would say anything.
Who was your favorite at that time?
Ooh, I was always a big Jeff Hardy guy. I don't know what it was about him. I think his charisma, the colors, just the way he carried himself. I was a huge Jeff guy. Yeah, I remember the one thing I would ask. The probably the only nice thing my deadbeat dad ever did for me was the armbands that Jeff used to wear. I was like, if you could get me a pair, I was like, that's all I want. And he managed to get me a pair, and I still have them. But yeah, I was a big Jeff Hardy guy.
Did you meet Jeff when you were pretty young?
Yeah. I was. I'm him and the Hardys and Jeff and Matt all the time were hanging around backstage and stuff. So like I would always see him. And as a kid, when I was more of a fan, it was like more like not shocking because I was always around him, but I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
If you're wanting to burn some extra calories or sweat out some toxins from a particularly big evening of food and drinks and indulging, check out the infrared sauna blanket from Bond Charge. I've been using this since last year, and I love how it raises your body temperature while you're just kind of sitting there relaxing, reading a book or watching TV. A session's usually 30 to 40-ish minutes, and you can burn up to 600 calories in one session. I was looking into getting a sauna because I knew of all the health benefits associated with it. And I knew it would complement the cold plunging really well. I do it every day, like I start the day with a cold plunge and then right into the sauna, so extreme cold, and then into the heat. Then I saw the cost of a sauna, and an infrared sauna blanket from Bond Charge is a fraction of that price. And I think it might actually be better because you just kind of roll it out and crawl into it, kind of like a sleeping bag. It heats up in just a minute, and then you just let it do its thing. And I always feel so refreshed when I'm done with the infrared sauna blanket. Head to bondcharge.com/CVV to check out the infrared sauna blanket and use my code CVV. You'll save 15% on it. They've got free lightning fast worldwide shipping, and you're covered with a 12-month warranty. So that's bondcharge.com/CVV and the code CVV to save 15%.
Who was the person you were like most starstruck to meet when you were a kid?
I remember I saw Sylvester Stallone at the Hall of Fame for WrestleMania 2021, and I was like, "Damn, that's the dude from Rambo." Because I remember I would sneak into like my grandma's house when I was at my grandma's house. I would like sneak into her room, and she'd be watching like old Chuck Norris movies and like Sylvester Stallone movies. So like seeing something like that as a kid, I was like, "Damn, that's pretty cool." And even like Hogan too, like Hulk Hogan, because I'd never seen him at Big Show too, because these guys were just massive, you know. So like as a kid seeing them, I was always like, "Damn, these are some big ass dudes."
Yeah. What was your initial thought when they talked to you about the shark cage at Bad Blood?
I didn't know about the shark cage at Bad Blood. I didn't find out until maybe Friday. Yeah. And the pay-per-view was Saturday. And so, yeah, I was unaware of it.
You put so much trust into whatever that was keeping your leg attached.
Well, it was supposed to keep me just in the cage. It wasn't supposed to like, I don't know what was supposed to go down, but that was supposed to just like keep me in the cage so I didn't leave and like I didn't mess with the match or do anything. But yeah, it was definitely traumatizing.
You weren't just hanging there for like a minute or two. You were hanging there for like the better part of the match.
Yeah, I was up there for a long time. Yeah, It was very surreal too, because like I remember I would try to get up and like just the movement of the cage, everything was just freaking crazy. Everyone was yelling things at me too, like I'm some caged animal. People are rude, but yeah, it is what it is.
When they were yelling stuff at you at Elimination Chamber, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. In Perth.
Yeah.
They had to block out the screen because I believe people were like, doing things that they weren't supposed to do at me, and they had to black out the screen. Yeah, I'm definitely one of a kind.
But when you do this, does it help?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of loud noises, so like pyro gets me every now and then. When it gets too loud, like my ear, like I don't know if it's because I have sensitive ears or growing up around it. Like Kane's pyro would always scare the hell out of me. Big Show's pyro, Batista's. So like, I feel like my ears grew very sensitive to that because I never had like those. You see kids nowadays at the shows with like these massive like thing. I never had any of those, or like the little earplugs. So my ears are like very sensitive to noise.
That's just another reason why you don't like your dad?
But yeah. Like they never took care of me, They're like, fuck them. But so I really do think that's what it is. Like it genuinely helps because like really loud noises like that, like even concerts, like sometimes if it's too loud, my ears just start to hurt. Like something's going to like burst inside.
What's been your favorite match to date?
I've had a couple favorite matches. I feel like I've had a really like I had a fun one with Cody in London, Money in the Bank. My match with Dragon Lee in Ontario. For just the Raw. I had a match with Sami Zayn in Japan at the Tokyo Dome. Or no, I'm sorry, the Sumo Hall. And that, like, for me, that being able to wrestle in Japan, that was awesome, So, like, that was really fun for me. War games, like, with all the boys, and the big Randy return, like, that's fun for Randy's first match back. I can keep going on. The list goes on for me. But, like, I feel like I've been blessed, man, to just be able to go out there and have a lot of fun matches.
With John Cena coming back next year, how would you feel about a match with John Cena?
I've actually wrestled John in a dark match for SmackDown, but I would love to get my hands on Cena again. Yeah, I have some history there that I'd like to touch back with.
How was it working with John?
It was. I'm trying to find the right word for it. It was a surreal moment, right? Because I grew up watching him, had his album, signed and everything. Like, again, big Cena guy too, growing up. So for me, and then not only that, but when he came back the first time and did the Summer of Cena against Roman, I was along for the ride on that one. All the live events, I was tagging with my Deadbeat and Cena against Roman and the Usos. It was me, John Cena, Rey Mysterio against Roman and the Usos. So like for me, him being okay with me being in, like I shouldn't have been in that in any of those matches leading into SummerSlam. That should like there's no way, shape, or form should I have been in that ring with any of those guys. Maybe my dad, but like. Him being able to do that for me and just giving me his advice and going through 30 plus days of, every week, just something different. And then flipping it around to where he's still in the same spot, but now I'm the bad guy. And we got to work that one time. So I would definitely love to get back in the ring with him and, mix it up.
That'd be a good one to see.
Yeah.
This story with Liv came to just a fever pitch at SummerSlam. Do you think about how you're going to look on camera when you're grabbing her head and kissing her and knowing that that's going to be the moment that everybody replays?
No, I had no idea. It kind of I didn't even know I was going to grab her face. It was kind of just in the moment kind of deal. Honestly, I didn't even know I was gonna kiss her until like probably 2 hours prior. Just personal decision. Because I didn't want anyone to know. Finn kind of had an idea of it, but yeah, I wasn't kind of thinking about it at all. And then I kind of just happened.
But then everybody's not only watching you on TV and watching you there, they're going to watch this again and again and again.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure people are. They're all weirdos.
Was that one of the louder reactions you've ever had?
That's definitely top 5. Yeah. That was because I don't know. I don't think anyone was expecting that. Or maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know. But it was definitely again, it was one of those things where I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how they were going to react. Because I knew they already hated me so much, but they loved Liv, and like they obviously love Rhea for some reason, but like it was a lot of mixed reactions that I thought we were gonna get, but like we did not.
No,
we did. It was one solid. We do not like you.
Yeah, and then again, Michael Cole said some very not nice things.
Yeah, so did Pat McAfee.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 old bastards.
Ooh, you got heat with Pat McAfee?
Yeah, both. Well, I mean, you think Cole does it alone? Right? What does Pat call me? Dumb when he says it? Like, yeah, he's
Maybe
not.
you got to have a match with him.
I'd love to get in the ring with Pat. I don't think he has the balls to, but that's why he's sticking to announcing now. But whatever. If Pat wants it, he knows where I am.
Could you say one nice thing?
About who?
About your dad?
Sure. He's got nice hair.
Rey Mysterio has nice hair.
Have you seen it?
Doesn't have any hair.
Sucks to suck.
Do you fear that might be your future?
No, not at all. He was already bald by the age of 21. Yeah.
This makes a very strong case for Eddie.
And it never grew back. I got a full set of hair.
Look at that.
Luscious, baby.
Beautiful.
So
why would you be hiding that under a hat?
Because I did a couple interviews earlier where I was outside and the
It's
Vegas
hot.
heat. Yeah, it's hot. I don't like to hide my hair often. People deserve to see, greatness. So I don't really want to hide it, and I want to show it off, but sometimes it's too much. Like women just start,
Got to bite them off with a stick.
It's hard. Liv does it for me. She has her hands full.
What does your wife think of all of this?
She's cool with it, surprisingly. Yeah. She's honestly been super cool. She's my ride or die anyways. We've been together since we were 14. So as long as I, let her know, hey, this is what's going to go down. She's like, all right, cool. And usually she honestly never gives me a hard time. I've said it before, but when Rhea licked me that one time, and even after the kiss with Liv, her first text to me, cause I always text her after a match or anything, hey honey, just finished, all good, all safe, just so she knows. Usually she'll always text me back, oh, okay, good, see you soon, love you, whatever. But when that stuff happened, it was so now that we are out here in Vegas, she's like, dude, I found a tarantula in the garage. And I'm like, well, did you kill it? It's not like she doesn't worry about stuff like that. And she's also she's been with me for so long, and she's my rock, and she's, she makes me a better person. So the fact that she's able to still put up with all of this and deal with the craziness of all of what I do, I'm truly a blessed man.
I was so surprised when I saw that WWE shop was selling toilet paper with your face on it.
I was too. I didn't know about it. Yeah, I showed up at TV one day, and one of the guys from our merch team was like, "Hey, did you see it?" And I was like, "See what? It's your toilet paper." I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And he pulls up a picture of the toilet paper, and I was like, no way, this is real. He's like, yeah, we're selling it. It's like, it's like, all right, sick. I was like, cool. I had no idea, but I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Should have got them to send you a roll.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take some. Yeah, free toilet paper. Yeah, we saw how people were fighting for it, so yeah, bring me some toilet paper.
I think that's how you know you've made it. When people hate you that much.
I'll name you another person that's had their face on toilet paper in the WWE.
I don't think there's another WWE superstar. Look at you just making history.
Yeah.
It's been about 4.5 years since your debut. But I think an argument could be made.
I'm a 20-year vet.
That you're a 20-year vet.
100%.
Right. And do you feel like there are things that you harken back to or remember from the first time you stepped into a ring in front of TV cameras?
I remember it was very weird for me, just because I wasn't used to it. I still feel like I'm very shy, very to myself, but I don't know. Something happened when I was 8 years old that obviously I enjoyed the feeling of it and that crowd reaction and just being out there. Just something I loved. And being out there and with Eddie, just, not a lot of people get to say that they've been in the ring with Eddie Guerrero. And I'm lucky to consider myself one of them, even though I wasn't wrestling him, but being in the same ring as him. So to me, that's honestly really special.
Do you have a favorite Eddie memory? You told me last time about the Twizzlers, I think it was.
Yeah.
Do you have just a favorite Eddie memory in general with spending so much time with him?
Yeah, there's this. Well, I'm sure I've told the story before. When WWE would do shows in San Diego, at the arena, I would always come home early because we would never stay for the whole show or after my dad finished wrestling, whatever. We would always come home. And I remember one morning I woke up, and as soon as I was coming down the stairs, I saw his boots, like his cowboy boots at the front door. And I knew those were Eddie's boots because I knew those were his cowboy boots. It was just some like light snakeskin, almost yellowish boots. And I go downstairs to the kitchen, and sure enough, he's sitting there having breakfast with my parents. And I just remember sitting there just having breakfast with him, and he was just asking me about my day, how everything was going. So that's definitely one of my favorite Eddie memories.
It's amazing. Congrats on all your success.
Thank you.
And I feel like you're truly just getting started.
I think so too.
I think it's just a matter of time before we're having another one of these conversations and you're the world champion.
I think so too.
Congrats on everything. I'm going to ask you the question I ask everybody at the end of every conversation. What are 3 things, Dom, that you're grateful for right now?
Oh, right now, my faith, my wife, and my health.
Amazing. Congratulations, and just good to see you again, man.
Thank you, man. Likewise, yeah.
Glad I could be in the presence of this hair.
It's great. It really is. Yeah. I mean, I can see why you're jealous.
Wow.